Hi, my name's Michael Pinsky. I'm an artist and I built this installation called Pollution Pods, and it's been brought here by the World Health Organization to the lawn of the UN in New York. This is an installation of 5 geodesic domes in which I've recreated the air from different cities around the world. Would you like to come and see them? So here we are in Norway. I first of all built this installation in Norway, so this is why I've chosen this as our first place for departure. Normally it's not as hot as today, it's incredibly hot outside and it's even hotter in here. But I have a filter in here that's cleaning out all the air, which you can see down here. And these filters are designed to work outdoors, so you can use them in bus stops and in the centre of cities. So we can move from here through to London. Now, in London, we have a lot of diesel pollution. There's no industry in London, so really it's diesel pollution is the big problem, all due to transportation. So if people stopped using their cars, and if we switched from diesel buses to electric buses, we would get rid of almost all of the pollution in London. So the problem is actually quite simple. So we can move from here through to New Delhi. Are you okay? Now, New Delhi suffers from almost the worst pollution in the world, and that's because there's many different causes to the pollution here, including burning crops around the city, having poorly surfaced roads, they have diesel pollution, they burn their rubbish, and also there's many industrial cities around New Delhi, and the wind pulls in the pollution from those industries into New Delhi. And this is aggravated by the fact that it's incredibly hot and humid in New Delhi. Now you have to remember that people have to live in this, not just for 5 minutes, but for 24 hours a day, month after month. And it really is quite unbearable. Whew. It's very hot in there, that's why I had to take off my glasses. It's a lot cooler here in Beijing. Now Beijing has done a lot to deal with its air pollution. It's much better than it used to be. But there's still a lot of pollution that comes through from the industries. And this is aggravated by the fact that in the winter they heat their houses and flats using coal and wood. And so you end up with a situation which is very much like London in the 50s, where we have smog and low levels of visibility. And our final destination is Sao Paolo. And I've picked Sao Paolo not because it has the worst pollution, but because they use ethanol as a fuel base rather than diesel. So you can smell a kind of fruity, vinegary, almost alcoholic smell in here. And it can seem quite pleasant, but if you had to actually be in here for quite a while, like 20, 30 minutes, it would become quite unpleasant. You can see here, this is where the distribution system is working and letting out these kind of vinegary, fruity essences. And also over here I have an ozone machine because there's very high levels of ozone in Sao Paulo. And then finally we can return to Norway, which hopefully seems like a bit of a relief after the places we've been. So here we are back in Norway. It's quite refreshing and we can start breathing again. And this is what we want all of these cities to be like. If they can deal with the causes of pollution, then they're also dealing with the causes of climate change.